Here's the Garrard 210 deck I'm selling. I'll just demonstrate it. I've cleaned it and lubricated and set it up best I can with the ACOS 93 pickup. Ceramic, so it needs a buffer. It's going through a buffer and high impedance buffer and then into a hi-fi amp. If you might be installing this into a cabinet or replacing a deck you've already got. Normally they used to work with valve amps, but I guess you know what you're doing if you buy one of these. If you want to use it into a modern hi-fi with a magnetic cartridge, this head comes off. Just release it and pull it out, and you can fiddle around and replace the cartridge inside. I haven't used it with an but I'm sure you can. A tracking weight is adjustable by a spring, and this nailed thing which you turn, which moves the spring in and out, and there's adjustment underneath as well. You can get it all set up. You can stack LPs on here if you want to, or you can stack singles on it. The arm measures, and or you can just switch this to on, and the record will go round, and you can lower it on yourself. It's auto pickup, so when you auto reject when it gets to the end. So when you if you use manual, you'd normally put it at the start of the record. If you try and put it on an inner groove, it will normally reject because it detects the quick movement of the arm. Anyway, I'll just play a bit of music, so not too long because YouTube doesn't like it. Just showing you the operation. So you just switch it on, and it checks the size of the record there, and it drops it and comes down. And when it gets to the end, it will auto reject, or you can reject it here. The arm comes in to see if there's any more records loaded. If there's not, it will switch off. And this comes down. And there's a brake inside that operates and stops it going round. I've also added an electronic spark suppressor on the switch inside, otherwise it tends to get a big click through the hi-fi. So I've added that in under there. You can just see it hanging down. That there's quite safe. It's wired up inside, no electric wires. There's a mains wire here, goes into a connector block inside. Around the other sides, it's easy to connect a mains lead. And the output for the from the pickup goes, I just can't quite see it, around the back. There's a little tag board that you solder onto, all very easy. Now this one stands on legs, not meant to stand open like this. You put it in a cabinet or something, because it's there's no wires that you can actually touch and electrocute yourself, but you wouldn't normally have it open like that. As I say, you can lock, if you lock the arm here, so it won't come off. And this arm is fairly free. By the way, this here, which when the record falls, it's curved like that. It flicks it out the way. This is on the spring. Actually, you can pull that out gently and rotate this. So if you were carrying it anyway, you don't snap these off, because these tend to get snapped off. I've seen them snapped off where people have banged them. It's only plastic. I'll put a 45 on and just show you that's working as well, because obviously it does 78s. This ACOS has got, I think it's diamond. You can just see that it's LP on one side, and you can flip it to 78s. If you've got any 78s, obviously it does 78s as well. I'll just show you the manual. I just unlock it. If you just put it to manual, you can then lift the arm up and put it on yourself, and you can switch it off. I'll just load a single and show you that as well. I've loaded some 45s on there. and I'll show you the arm comes over and detects that's 45. You obviously set it 45 speed, so I'll just turn it on. I'll reject each one after a short time so YouTube doesn't come down, and then I'll just show you that when it gets to the inside it auto rejects. I'll just lift this up, move it in, when it gets to the runoff groove, drops another one. Not sure how many you can put on here, 8 I think.
You broke my heart, 'cause I couldn't dance. You didn't even want me around.
All my old records from the 60s.
I'm back to let you know that I can really shake them down.
If you don't like the record, you can reject it. And put the next one in. Oh.
For goodness sake, I got the hippie shake.
I've adjusted the tracking weight for this as light as I can. You can mess around with the tracking weight if you want, or put another cartridge in, but it tracks fine. And when it gets to the last one, oops, it will see there's no more records on there. It flips in and it'll switch itself off. So there you go, pretty, I think it's early 60s, and it's all working good. That's about it really.